Welcome back to another edition of the Baltimore Ravens Blitz. We've got you covered in the latest with Ravens news and analysis going into Week 8 against a like-minded Carolina Panthers team. Ravens, of course, coming off a 24-23 loss to the New Orleans Saints that ended in probably the least expected way possible. Justin Tucker, the most accurate field goal kicker in NFL history, had come into this matchup making 222 out of 222 extra point attempts. He misses on what would have been the Ravens' game-tying drive, a 6-play, 81-yard drive. Misses the kick, owns it after the game. It was a snap right, just a flat-out miss for one of the best kickers really of all time. He stepped up to the podium, he answered questions about it. John Harbaugh all week has said the team remains confident in him and believes that he will be back winning games for them as soon as this week. I think this matchup against Carolina could bring Justin Tucker back into the limelight. A place he thrived before, I would expect him to thrive again. The Ravens offense in that win against that loss against the Saints went stride for stride against New Orleans. Joe Flacco, 23 out of 39, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson got involved with a 1-yard score. John Brown, a big day for the air with 134 yards and a touchdown. 23 carries for just 77 yards. New Orleans comes out of that matchup ranking number 1 in the NFL in run defense, so not a lot of shame there, but the Ravens' run game is something to watch moving forward against another pretty stout top 10 run defense from Carolina. In that game, Drew Brees made more NFL history 2 weeks after he became the NFL's all-time leading passer. He throws his 500th touchdown. Also defeated the 32nd NFL team. I think he's one of 3 to have done that. He was 0-4 previously against the Ravens. That win was the Saints' 5th straight. And I think the AFC North is worth watching. The Ravens, Bengals, Browns, they all lose in Week 7. The Steelers had a bye, had the best result of them all. They backed their way into the top of the AFC North. It could be a situation where this goes back and forth for a lot of the year. Right now, Steelers at 3-2-1, sitting ahead of the Bengals and Ravens. Looking ahead to this matchup against Carolina, the Panthers trailed 17-0 late to the Philadelphia Eagles. They end up scoring touchdowns on 3 straight drives, long drives, 80, 87, and 69 yards. Cam Newton to Greg Olsen for the game-winning touchdown. They force a fumble on the Eagles' final drive of the game to seal that win. They're 3-0 at home now. It was another real heart stopper. We'll touch on more of that a little bit later. They're 4-2 overall. They sit 1 back of the New Orleans Saints in the NFC South Division. A driving force behind this team, Cam Newton, the big, strong, dual-threat quarterback. The short passing game is an offense that thrives on guys making plays after the catch. A similar dynamic in this game where the Ravens pass rush just couldn't get to Drew Brees and affect him on a lot of throws. Cam Newton also gets rid of the ball quick. He's also enormous, and it's hard to bring him down in the pocket. They've given up the 5th fewest sacks in the league with 10. They're also tied for the 5th fewest 20-yard plays. They just have 1 40-yard play in the passing game. So it's all about covering and making sure you minimize damage after the catch against this offense. Defensively, the foundation is built just like the Ravens on being very solid and disciplined in all 3 layers of the defense. Linebacker core around Luke Kuechly, the best 2-way linebacker probably in the NFL. Very good situationally. The Ravens are the number 2 defense in the NFL on 3rd down in terms of percentage. The Panthers sit just back at number 4. Panthers also tie for 2nd fewest penalties in the NFL. So good situational defenses on both sides of the ball. Makes you think it could be a field position game that comes down to the wire. Maybe Justin Tucker will get another shot. A few things to watch in this game. As I mentioned before, the Ravens pass rush, they're going to have to get there quick to Cam Newton. It's not an offense designed to have him drop back and chuck the ball down the field. A lot of short, quick passes to the middle of the field, intermediate range. Can they get there? Can they impact and make some plays on those passing downs? The Ravens' run game also needs to bring a little bit more balance to this offense. John Harbaugh needs more from Alex Collins, needs more from Buck Allen. Got to get back on schedule and bring some balance to the offense. And heart stoppers is another thing to watch here. The Panthers just have this tendency to play in them. 3 weeks ago, Graham Gano kicks a 63-yard field goal to beat the New York Giants. 2 weeks ago, they came up short. They drove down to the Washington Redskins 16-yard line before a game-winning drive stalled out. And then last week had to force a fumble on the Eagles' final drive to secure a comeback 21-17 win. In this one, you expect it to be close. You know they match up well. You know defensively they're similar in how they approach the game. We'll see what happens. All right, PennLive beat reporter Aaron Kazanitz joins us now to tell us what we should be watching in the Ravens-Panthers game.
Hey everybody, Aaron Kazanitz here in Owings Mills, where the Baltimore Ravens are looking to shake off a 1-point loss to the Saints in time to play at the Carolina Panthers on Sunday. Another really good NFC South opponent, another team that's coming off the playoffs, and this is a road game for the Ravens. The big thing, it's no secret, they're going to have to control Cam Newton in the Panthers' running game. Carolina leads the NFL with 5.2 yards per carry. That struggle in the running game probably played a part in the Ravens not being able to close out games against the Browns and against the Saints. So for the Ravens, you got to establish the run and hopefully lean on it late if you have a lead. On offense and on defense, you got to find a way to stop Cam Newton.
All right, I don't think I've been shy about this. I like to call Justin Tucker the difference maker in this game, going off either a push or a 1-point line in favor of the Ravens, depending how the rest of the week unfolds. I've got the Ravens winning 21-19. They trailed 19-18 in the final couple minutes of the game. Justin Tucker gets back in the good graces of the Ravens fans with a game-winning field goal. That's my pick. What's yours? You can leave it in the comments section here. Be sure to subscribe to the PennLive YouTube channel and follow us all year long on PennLive.com.